Alright, time to check stream latency. Okay, something is very, very wrong. Hmm. Okay, 18-second latency. Somehow very fitting. Anyway, starting this up a bit early. Don't know how long I'll be streaming. Don't know how much of this I can stream. Because even though I have set the program to run at 4 gigs of RAM, it's running at 4 at actually wait, no. That's right. Oh, I should have set it to 4,000 megabytes, not 4 gigabytes. I forgot. That's not the same thing. Oh well. Anyway, greetings, YouTube and VOD watchers. Welcome to the kind of secret project I've been working on that I have offhandedly mentioned a couple times but never really explained anything about. As I mentioned, I have been working on a Minecraft mod pack, and I have recently done a bunch of mod updating and curating, and I've managed to get the mod pack such that it can run on 4 gigabytes of RAM very smoothly, which I think is good for a Minecraft mod pack. I don't know how many mods it has. I had to close CurseForge because the ads can cause issues when I'm running so many RAM eaters. Not just Minecraft, uh, but Opera while I'm streaming and OBS while I'm streaming. Both are also RAM eaters. But yes, Rose is not here today and will probably not be here for the next couple weeks. I might not be here in 2 weeks. I don't think I'll be here in 2 weeks. But yeah, this is what I have decided will be not this stream. This project is what I have decided will be the 182 subscriber special. When I hit 182 subs, I will try and get this set up so that the mod pack can be on in a public beta. Anyway, enough stalling. We'll be able to start on time with the pack itself. First things first. Hang on. That's weird. Usually, I wind up starting with a quest book floating around. Anyway, this mod pack I am calling Cobblebrains and Cobblebrawn, and it will make sense when I actually get through to it. But first, why did I have to spawn on top of a tree? On top of a jungle tree? Anyway, it's a Cobblemon pack. So, I'm going to start with Squirtle as my starter. Because I'll be able to show something neat off with the Cobblemon mod riding feature. I also use FTB quests, so when you read everything, I know everything in here because I wrote it. So this is what I expect, what you will start with. Come to think of it, there are probably a couple other things. The one probe doesn't matter because I already have it set up. So what makes this pack different from other packs, aside from trying to get it to run on 4 gigabytes or less, I'll say the pack does not like to load bamboo smoothly, and it does not like to handle kelp. But there is a mod I added specifically to cut back on RAM for those. That's a lot of just free bamboo. Is this even a good spot? No. No, I'm going in a bad direction. I need to go the other way. So if you're not familiar with the Cobblemon mod, check it out. There's a lot to explain. I do have... Oh, right, I need to do these. I have commands. My recommended settings are on the top. And I've got the mod pack is is basically just tutorials. I'm just clicking all the check marks so that way I can do quests. They're there so that you know what's... Okay, I'm not gonna take that one yet. I've also added a shop, which I am still working on, where you can sell... You can sell items to buy items for Create and for Cobblemon. To cut down on some tedium, I know there are some things I need to add. Like, the redstone demand for... I don't know if it's going to be easy enough to get redstone. I don't know how unlucky I've been versus how... oh, right. How unlucky I've been versus how difficult it actually is to get enough redstone. Anyway, I want bubble up there because one of the main mods, which is why, despite having a lot of focus on Create, I have also elected to go with Cobblebrawn. There is I forget the name of the mod that that lets your Cobblemon... And in the 1.7 Cobblemon update, Cobblemon can defend you from hostile mobs. But with this mod, the what's it called? I can't for the life of me remember what it's called. blast. Um, fight or flight. That's what it is. It allows Cobblemon that know a uh, a special move to attack at range, as opposed to just ramming into everything. The Cobblemon doesn't get experience from beating mobs, but they can also fight wild Cobblemon. I'm going to attempt to just catch this because level 30 would be nice to just start with. And I'm keeping my distance because, yeah, that will happen. I'm going to die. Okay. Alright. I think I got this. Okay, Squirtle has fainted. Um, I'm dead. I don't have any tools. I should not have done what I did. Ow. At least the Cobblemon don't seem to hurt that much. I need to turn F3H off. And within the quest book, I have an emergency button that once every 20 minutes you have access to the Poke Heal command. Which is mostly there to get you to a village, get you through until you get a village, which I should probably see if there's a way to task completed smart filter. That's not right. Cobblemon. Mint seeds. Mints. There we go. Alright. I don't know where there's a village. I probably should add some commands to, like, let... What? Ooh, big root. Okay, I need to do like the normal Minecraft stuff. Oh my word, I always forget to do the normal Minecraft stuff whenever I start playtesting. Yeah, probably adding a command that just looks for the nearest village is probably a good idea. What level is that Beedrill? Adds a level 30 Beedrill. Beedrill's not easy to capture, so no. Right, crafting table. I want a pick. I forgot how math works. You might have also noticed I do have a number of quality of life mods in the pack. Most, if not... Okay, where did it go? Most, if not all of which are very lightweight. Oop. Mossy cobble. Stone pick for that. Is this just random mossy cobble? It shouldn't be. Oh, it's an archaeology spot. Alright, so continuing to showcase. Alright, Squirtle. Defend me. Ow. Alright, Squirtle, you got this. You definitely got this. Oh my word. No. Yes, I am very much cheating. I just want to showcase things. You probably should just start off, like, you know, playing like as if it's normal Minecraft, so that you don't just die. Ooh, it's sleeping. Dang. Okay. Good news is it's asleep, so it's not doing anything. What's that over there? Since this is a showcase stream, I'm skipping. What? Oh, I didn't... Oh, the ferns. The ferns are still... Hang on. I have my document so that I can make changes as I find them. So I need to remove ferns. Remove ferns from the squat grow list. Get all my overlays back. Oh wait, I don't have a berry bag yet. Is it really nothing? I had considered making this a skyblock pack, but ultimately I decided that would kind of go against the ethos of having a Cobblemon based mod, or having a Cobblemon based pack, since you know, exploration's kind of a big deal. Alright, let's see how this shows up on stream. This is another pretty significant mod. Funnily enough, this mod is only here because it is, for whatever reason, a prerequisite for the mod that adds villagers, the villagers for the Create mod, because there aren't any default villagers in the Create mod. Oh wait, I can just actually use these chests. I don't have to make my own chest. Um, oh wait, I can't respawn there. This is the Underground Villages mod, which adds these really extensive underground villages. Usually underground. Sometimes they pop up above ground. And I don't know why. It's just world gen things. I could actually showcase what these things look like. They have all sorts of fun stuff. I have never encountered this room. This has... Oh no. Please tell me I didn't... These signs might have said something. But because I loaded it in Spectator, I don't know. But it's got all sorts of workstations, dark places to explore, so it's a village and a dungeon in one. Also, if you find a beehive, you have access to comb bee. It's got farms. Just a really... I like the mod. It was one of the first on the chopping block until I learned it was a prerequisite for a different mod that I definitely wanted in the pack. I'm gonna move. Damn, where's the entrance? Entrance is here. So, since I want to showcase things, let me just... Whoop. Not spectator, creative. I have this mod pack has sophisticated storage and has sophisticated storage, inventory tweaks, crafting tweaks. Let me think, other big one. It's got functional storage as well as sophisticated storage because I like storage drawers. And while they're technically there in sophisticated storage, the functional storage ones are better. Just quickly, other things to show off. Let's see. I have a whole tutorial on how the campfires work. I have the Cobblemon Utility Plus that adds hyper training and some other stuff. Oh, there we go. Yes, the backpack. And I've made note of, well, notable catches. The riding ones tell you the best riding mons, in my opinion. The resource generators are interesting interactions that give you items. They're not all synced up because Mill Tank has 2 drops. And then all the new forms. And then for sell it, you can sell stuff for relic coins, buy stuff for relic coins. Anyway, what I want to show off is why I think Squirtle is the best starter in Cobblemon right now. Okay, almost. Wait, does candy fill them up? No. Okay, the candies don't fill them up. That's good. Right, let's just quickly evolve. First off, okay, Blastoise and Charizard are both contenders for best utility starter. Anything with a Mega Evolution is a contender for strong starters. Oh yeah, and also within this mod pack, uh, Blastoise completes 3 quests on his own because he is one of the only rocket class flyers. He is one of the only submarine class swimmers, and he is one of the fastest swimmers. Now, if something I said just sounded weird, that's because it is, and I love it. Let me get back up here. So, Blastoise. Oh, Blastoise. With riding. So he's pretty slow on land, unless he sprints, in which case he does this. Then we go to water. He can go underground, but he also just swims really fast. And he can fly. Mine doesn't have much stamina right now, but he's not the best flyer, but by a long shot. But he is my favorite flyer. Because, I mean, flying on a Blastoise. Come on. Let's see. I so of the so I've shown off. Oh, I haven't shown off just fighting a wild Pokemon. If your Pokemon takes out an enemy Pokemon outside of battle, please finish. There we go. You can see it gained some EXP. Even though there was no formal battle. Alright, I think Flash Cannon's going to be better. Swap out Bubble for Water Pulse. Yeah. So with the Fight or Flight mod, by default they will use the first attack as their primary attack outside of battle. Let's see if I can show off the change. Where did that Bellsprout go? Here you are. Die for me. Blastoise. Oh, come on. Oh, I have to add a couple more commands. Oh shoot, what's it called? Also, that's not how I'm supposed to make that. I will just make a note. No, since this is... I should just... Alright, so we go copy, paste. So we go battle and vulnerability. Because because it just, if you want to actually do proper battles, uh, hostile mobs can still attack you unless you have them active. Do oh, there's supposed to be another one that disables you from being targeted while in battle. Mob target in battle. Oh, shoot. Mob target in battle. And I want that to false. And just do with those. Yeah, may as well just kill the bell sprout. I've got the notifications. Oh, they despawned. They will tell you when ultra rare encounters show up or when shinies show up. Alright. Kill the picky pack. There you go. And different moves that do have different animations. My favorite one that I've seen is for Sand Tomb. Okay, I have not completed the quest yet. Oh, because I don't have Oran Berries. Other thing, how the shop works, I should actually show off. So if I just give myself a bunch of pottery shards, just a bunch of them. Each one, unfortunately, you do have to do a manual. You have to submit each time. But then you get the rewards. And then you can use those to buy things like the PC. Whoa, I made things kind of pricey. Well, not really pricey. If you know what you're doing and say if you can get your ball automation, which if you've used a Cobblemon and Create mod in the past, this is probably different than what you used. Because instead of using like hammering apricorns and whatnot, you wash the apricorn, cut it, put in a button, and then paint it. Or apply a stencil and then paint it. It's really cool, and I kind of... Shiny Weeping Bell. That just completely derailed everything. If you're in creative mode, you can throw as many balls as you want outside of battle. Because the Cobblemon don't get mad at you in creative mode. Not really going to be useful for most people playing this, but a thing to note. Actually, the other thing I should do is I should give myself a Pokeball launcher. Not for the extra inventory space. By the way, I have the Pokeball launcher mod and berry pouch. But more importantly, it still consumes the balls even when I'm in creative mode. Alright, let's see. What is Weepin' Bell's attack right now? How does this even work? It says it's going to try and use sleep powder. Blastoise just took care of that, so... Wait, no, I want you out, you back. Alright, use sleep powder on the spider. I need to see what happens. The answer is nothing. I have to actually let it have an attacking attack. And I have to recall it in order to reset what I have. Alright. Hit the spider with wrap. Never mind. Let's pick a different move. I am great at showcasing this. Kill the spider with Vine Whip. There we go. Unfortunately, you probably shouldn't use a mon with a close range attack against a creeper. It managed to knock it out and not managed to knock it out of the way enough to not get it blowed up. Let's do that. There we go. Yeah, that's what usually happens with creepers. So yeah, I want to show off the Weedle. No. All right, stop getting distracted. Go back to that. Go to that flat area I saw before. And I want to set up a simple system. Can take the item pipe, pipe wrench, move everything out of there. Then I need a mechanical saw. I need spouts, mixers, blaze burners, I'm just going to use the pipes mod for this. Okay, hang on. All right, step one. I want to make a basic Pokeball. So all of my apricorns are in the village. Which ones did I have? I had a yellow one. So I'll take a yellow apricorn. No, yellow apricorn sprout. Because I don't... Eventually I'm going to make a data pack to like actually be able to craft that, because I think it's dumb that you can't. Also, can I use farmland? Yes. So farmland gives a bonus. So I go Hopper Botany Pot and yellow apricorn. That will technically output yellow apricorns, which then need to go into a basin. I need a diamond pipe upgrade to do the filtering, because that's what I've decided to do. Yellow apricorn. Whitelist the yellow apricorn. And that send to a basin on top of a blaze burner with a mixer. Cog. Create a motor. Because it doesn't matter right now. I just want to show off things this can do. Infinite water source. I need normal pipes for that. And a pump. This should work. Throw the pump over there. Did I leave my... I left the other wrench in the village too. So actually I don't need the fluid... Oh no, I will want the fluid pipes. Right. Is not the prettiest pipe, but this should work. Oh right, this has to be at a minimum speed of 63, not 64, 63. Let's see. Then I need that to output let me get the washed apricorn first. Feed the blaze burner. And that's why I want the fluid pipe. So I need more. Once you know how to set this up, it's not that hard to set up. Whitelist. Oh. I could have sworn I did this before. Why isn't it letting me do that? Did I not test this part? I should. Why isn't this working? New plan, blacklist water. And I want this. Actually, I can just set it to blacklist yellow apricorns. That would be the easier way to do it. Blacklist yellow apricorn. So then that's going to send this to a mechanical saw. Which needs to be powered. I should not have turned that on yet. And then it need that will need I don't remember if this works. Let me just quickly check this. Just not deal with this. Let's let this pump stuff in faster. Oh, I haven't output this yet. Oops. This is ultimately going to go into a spout. Come to think of it, I should probably put fluid tanks. That's a spout. These are fluid tanks. And that will output to there. Okay, that does not work, so I need it to go... I mean, just onto a belt. Shafts, belts. Alright. There. I'm gonna need a deployer with iron nuggets. Don't need the saw anymore. And in case this wasn't obvious, this is not anywhere near like an optimal design, even if you powered everything normally. Alright, so we go deployer, which is facing the wrong, well, not the wrong way, but no, wait, no, it was facing the right way. Then you get the nuggets. Made a mistake. No, not funnel, tunnel. Alright, so through there, I need those to go through there. And these to go through here. And I could do this. I could do this. Like that. I don't need those anymore. Ooh, watch roll. No, no, don't get distracted. So that goes into there. Then that's going to have to go to another deployer. Okay, so no, I was right. I do want these to be in line. So I need this to go through... So I need those to go through a funnel. Ideally into a drawer. which I should have locked. You're going to see a whole bunch of features on rapid pace, relatively. Then this will... I want it to take blank lids. Not that anything else can make it there. Alright, so that should put all that there, that through there, that makes there. Okay. Then I need to send this over to the spout. I regret my placement now. Need this to go down, so that's going to be a shaft. That's going to have to go like that, that, oh. There we go. Belts, belts. Shoot. Which actually to go 2 chutes in a funnel. So then incomplete balls, then those will go through there and there. I need gearboxes. Alright, test each. Do I want parallel? Yes, I want parallel for that. Just double that speed. Oh, and I need this to actually output into something, so I still need the funnel. And another drawer. That one will take citrine balls. Remove that. Next I need all of this to move correctly. Does parallel work here? If I actually connect it properly. Yes, that will work. Double its speed and reverse it. And then turn this thing on. Why isn't that working? Did I screw something up? Oh, they need to be Pokeball buttons. That's what's wrong. Not iron ingots. Iron ingots get pressed into them. You can tell I'm not as familiar with this mod as I should be. Alright. Then I need that. And then these can all okay, I can't throw them there. I have to do it like this. That didn't work. Alright, let's just re-enable everything and hope that that just somehow works. It is not, and I think I know what the issue is. I need all of this to move over. No, I don't need all of it to move over. I can put a deployer there. Hook that in there. Move this deployer there. Throw in the buttons. I need ball lids, but those should just come through. Come to think of it, I actually need... Alright, the first one won't work, but the rest should. Face the other way. I have gone through my entire backlog of yellow apricorns. Oh yeah, I have to void the logs. Which I can't do from here. Oh wait, I'm in creative mode. I can just dump a stack of those in there. Okay, that's... Okay, there we go. Okay, why isn't that deploying? Oh, because I'm an idiot, that's why. I forgot to power the deployers. That was the problem this whole time. Go, now that goes through into the clogged up mess I made. It gets spouted into a citrine ball and made. So now apricorns get turned into paint and washed apricorns. Apricorns will go through here. They'll go through the buttons, which you would need to set up another thing for iron nuggets, which you can do using normal create stuff. I trust if you're using this, you'll know how basic create stuff works. But yeah, and then you get... Why? Oh, right. I know what happened there. It wasn't filling fast enough. But so if you have a bunch of like hopper botany pots and you actually set up pipes correctly, or you use other ways of filtering, each apricorn makes one basic ball. There are more complicated recipes you can do for the more complicated ones. Okay, was that everything? Okay, I don't need those. And then, for every... So, you sell these in batches of 8. And there is a reason for that. I need to see if there's a way to do an auto submit. There we go. And that... So for each tier 1 ball, basically for each 2 tier 1 balls you get 1 relic coin. A little bit less than 1 for each tier 2. Tier 3 balls almost give you 1 to 1. Tier 4 balls give you closer to 2 for every one. And if you sell a Master Ball, you get 81 relic coins. And the reason that they're in batches of 8 is because that just made the math easier for me. No other reason, yeah. And the potions, you can also make, so with the addition of campfire pots, you could make up to, I think, hyper potions. Yeah, using a campfire pot. If you want to upgrade them further, you need a blaze, what's it called? Brewing stand to make your max potions and full restores. So you can cook them in batches of 1. You can brew these in batches in 3, or you can mix them in batches of 4, which is why everything's done in 4, because I want you to automate stuff to sell. I don't want you to like manually need to do everything for that. That's where the Cobblebrains part comes in. Now, if I was really smart, there are task screens. I don't remember how to use these. I have to relearn how to use these, because then I could say, instead of having a citrine ball drawer here, have a task screen, and then it could auto input those into your selected quest, and you could set up like everything you want automated. Okay, everything here, these quests are, actually that one's not too bad to automate either with a little bit of redstone knowledge. These are the automatable ones. Fossils are if you just have spare fossils. I suspect if you play long enough, you'll eventually have enough duplicates that it's worth selling them. Shards are kind of pointless, so yeah. And then the Master Ball is there as a joke. In the original version of this mod pack, I also had an entire set of quests made at the request of my sibling Roran, called Gotta Eat 'em All, where you could release Pokemon and get food, but that turned out to be completely unnecessary, because especially since Squat Grow is here, food shouldn't be an issue. And Squat Grow is here just for the convenience of it. Automating contraptions or using hopper botany pots are the way to go. Hopper botany pots and the pipes from the Pipe Easy mod are the least RAM, eat less RAM than like the conveyor belts and contraptions. So I did make this with moderate to high-end laptops in mind and moderate computers in mind. I've recently realized that my computer setup is about 10 years old. The actual planning of it is actually more than 10 years old. So it's planned with Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, this is kind of this is one of the intentions of the mod. Another intention, actually, while I'm here, Stony Shore. This has the Myths and Legends add-on. I do not have quests for these yet because I might mess with the data pack, but then if it updates, then I have to redo everything. So if you hold the item, there is a very, very small chance, if all the other conditions are met, which for Tapu Koko is just be on like Stony Shores or Jungle, which is I think everything here. No, because it's specifically the jungle. I have to do some other stuff. But with a very, very, very low rate, it can randomly spawn. Or you can right-click to spawn a legendary Cobblemon. That does consume the item. Let me just quickly do that. Which I only note because I do intend to have a quest where you can exchange these items for another one of them. So you can consume it to guarantee the spawn quickly, or you can hold one, wait for a natural spawn, and then exchange it for another once I get to that point. Also, while I'm here, I haven't actually messed around with this one. Anything else? No, but you don't need anything else. All right, I need to see if. All right, Tapu Koko. Nature's Madness. Kill that Krabby. Level 15 Krabby versus Tapu Koko. That was a much closer fight than I was anticipating. Alright, let's go in and out. Other thing I don't remember testing. Alright, use Discharge on Silicobra. It does nothing. Switch your Nature's Madness. Beat up Silicobra. It does look cool though. I like the use of the flower effects. And while I'm at it, Blastoise and Weepinbell, you get in there. This is really where the Cobblebrawn comes in. Blastoise, why are you so slow? Alright, all of you kill this chicken. Never mind. All of you kill this horse. Yeah. So ideally, you get your team of Cobblemon such that they can protect you from natural mobs. Between them, normal weaponry, and my favorite thing, one of my favorite things from the Create mod, the potato cannon, which incidentally, you can dual wield for 50% more damage, attack speed. between all that, you and your Cobblemon should be able to complete the game, take down the Ender Dragon, which is not a quest in the quest book because it doesn't need to be. Let's see, what other... Let's see. All sorts of fun stuff with cooking. I haven't messed around really with the fishing. I probably should. I don't think it's changed much from previous versions. Where do we go? Where do we at? Right, so... I think it's just enough Cobblemon mod. You can type in any Cobblemon, you or you left click on it, tells you what it drops, tells you how it can evolve, or its evolution line, alternate forms, every single move it can learn, because I also have the TM mod installed. So I can take like the TR for Terra Blast and use it on Tapu Koko. And you can make blank TMs and blank TRs. If you get 4 TMs or 4 TRs, you can make the blank one, which you can then have a Cobblemon use a move to turn it into a TM. As you can see, there are a lot of Cobblemon. I have Mega Showdown and the Mega Showdown ores, so that way it's easier to get Mega Stones and Z Crystals and Max Mushrooms. Not really easier to get Terra Shards, but you get a bunch of those anyway. I said Z Crystals. With the Cobblemon Utility Plus, you can fully edit your Cobblemon's EVs, IVs, nature. Well, the nature is done with vanilla Cobblemon. The other big thing that was a non-negotiable to was the addition of all the Steam and Rails additions for Create. It also adds... I did realize that at one point I had integrated dynamics, but then I removed it, and with that being removed, the only things that use Forge energy are I think it's literally just the motor added by the same Create mod that allows you to turn kinetic energy into Forge energy, and the Tesla coil, which is kind of useful. Let's see. Anything else to... Oh yeah, back tanks, just all that. So the storage mods, as I said, sophisticated storage, functional storage. I have colossal chests because I believe my sibling Roran would enjoy it. And also, I do like the mod. And for multi-inventory storage, is Tom Simple Storage. It doesn't have a priority system like Integrated Dynamics or Refined Storage, but it's easy to do and set up. Any other mods I need to mention? Berry pouch. Oh, that's not a mod. That's just... Oh yeah, construction wands. I added the construction wands because I like them. Create, recycle everything. Let you recycle more items. Steam and Rails, sophisticated. Wait, is sophisticated backpacks technically a different mod? Oh, it is. I thought they were both in the same one. I forgot about that. Pipes. Steam and rails. Oh, and waystones. Waystones are how you can teleport without resorting to the really cheaty stuff like the teleporting with journey map. I also have FTB chunks specifically for chunk loading, but you can also use that. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this stream. I think I've showed off the basics of what this pack is able to do, and or not, like what the goals of the mod pack are, what like some of the basic things you can do. Yes, that is a basic. This is as well, almost as simple as you can make this fully automated. There are things you can do to simplify it further, but I will leave that as an exercise for the viewer. And you can just go exploring with your Cobblemon, have them just kill things. You can ride on some Cobblemon. You can fly on Blastoise. Oh, yes, and I do a within the notable catches. I do have a real IRL potential medical warning. If you get motion sick easily and the game is running smoothly, you know, let me just show you. So it's very smooth flying, but oh geez, I personally have trouble controlling it, and I have gotten motion sick when moving at faster speeds. And I generally don't get motion sick easily. So yeah, if you want a flying Cobblemon, my recommendations are Blastoise, Golurk, Metagross, Klinklang, Fortress, Claydol, Drifblim, Bronzong, and Magnezone. The best of all them is probably Metagross. And then I'm leaving basically every. There. You can make TM into Arcade. Why didn't? Oh. How did I miss that? Those are getting added. Yeah. So once I hit 182 subscribers, I will release the pack on my Discord for a pseudo public beta. And I am still looking to switch from Discord to something else. I have to actually spend time with them though. But yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. I know, pretty short one, but I just wanted to announce that this is approaching okay, this is completely playable, but the quests and custom stuff and the curating are approaching a point where I'm willing to release this to people. But yes, so please do remember to like or dislike and or comment and or subscribe, especially subscribe if you want access to this pack. And ring the bell as the algorithm demands. But for now, this has been 18.2, and I will probably see you guys